David Muir down on the floor at the podium. As we see these fireworks continue now, we did see some moments where Donald Trump actually tried to calm the crowd down a little bit.
You're absolutely right, George. This crowd, by the way, though, is on its feet right now in this convention hall. But as you point out, we have studied Donald Trump on the campaign trail now for months. He is so famous for his ad-libs, but he had much more restraint tonight. Was so careful with the ad-libbing. You know, the crowd went wild with that refrain we've heard here for days now. Lock her up, and talking about Hillary Clinton. He paused at that podium, and you had to wonder, was he going to echo their refrain? He simply looked into that camera and said, let's defeat her in November. He then talked about the LGBTQ community after the attack in Orlando, after the loss of life there, and he said he will protect that community from foreign ideology. The audience erupted into applause. He paused once again and then said, as the Republican candidate, it's so great to hear you cheer for what I just said. And lastly, George, you talked about those protesters in the room a little earlier. That part obviously is something we have seen so many times before. But he didn't say, lock them up, get them out of here. He paused and instead said, how great are our police? How great is Cleveland? And what a reception he's giving here in Cleveland tonight.
As the balloons continue to come down.